everyone, and welcome to another episode of We Dream of Cake. I'm your host, Aaron Glapion, and today I'm shooting this video on location in my hometown of New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm here in New Orleans celebrating Julia Monconduit's birthday. Julia will be assisting me in preparing her birthday cake, and the cake will be just as unique as Julia is. Julia is a member of the Greater New Orleans Youth Orchestra, playing violin, and she also runs track, and she's a cheerleader at her school. So are you ready, Julia?
I'm ready.
All right, well, let's get started, and laissez le bon temps rouler. So we're going to start off this cake project with the cakes that we've already prepared. Last night, Julia and I already was in the kitchen and we started baking. We have vanilla cakes here. We have two 10-inch round cakes, two 8-inch round cakes, as well as two 6-inch round cakes. Julia is going to start by applying simple syrup to all of the cakes. Then we're going to assemble them and do a crumb coat. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right, well, let's get started.
Irene, you look like you have something on your mind. Do share, please.
Actually, first I just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Thank you for participating. Thank you, Aaron. I'm so excited that so many of you have come out, and I love that we have sort of an interactive evening, just a community event. My name is Ivy Monconduit. I'm a local producer here with Keller Williams. In addition to finding great homes for people, just making a great start for people, we do just do community events just like this. So that's part of why I'm so excited about this evening. Julia's my daughter. That's another reason. And so sometimes I get excited about that just for no reason. And Aaron is one of my oldest and best friends for as long as I can remember. So I'm so excited that we get to have this opportunity to just allow Julia to do something that she really enjoys doing. And Aaron also enjoys doing it as well, and he's teaching her a little bit.
So right now we're preparing the fondant for the last tier, third tier of the cake. And I'm going to start rolling it out.
Yeah, so as we think about what we're doing in our lives and what we're desiring to do in our lives, it requires us to transform, right, in a way that's similar to what we're watching happen with this cake. It's just going from some ingredients to actually create something, which we don't really know. He has a goal, he has an intention about it, but at this point we really don't know.
Okay, so since this is a tiered cake that we're building here, we need to put some support structure on the inside. We're going to use some bubble tea straws to insert as dowels in the bottom tier and the middle tier. The bubble tea straws will serve as the actual weight support. So when we finally put on the top tier, all the weight from the top tier will transfer through the straws of the second tier, through the straws of the third tier, down to the actual cake board. That way your cake won't topple over or just crush the bottom. So a lot of people wonder sometimes when I use the bubble tea straws, are they actually strong enough to hold up the weight of a cake? Well, actually, cake will fill the center, the hole there, so the straw will be very sturdy. And believe me, I was afraid the first time, but I did a wedding cake in the summer months and it held up just fine. So I'm putting just a little bit of buttercream on top of the first and second tier, or the bottom and the middle tier there. This will just give the tiers that are on top something to hold on to so it's not sliding around. Okay, now that we have the cakes all buttercreamed, filled, and fondant applied, they're all assembled and stacked. Now it's time to start doing some decorating, Julia, and make this cake uniquely Julia's cake.
Come on.
So we're going to start working on one of the props for the cake. Julia is a violinist, so we're going to make a tiny violin, maybe the tiniest violin in the world. I have rice cereal treat here, and I use these a lot to make my little figurines, and just start shaping it. No pattern, just whatever I come up with. It's the way I like to roll.
Oftentimes we're like thinking and talking about these things and trying to figure it out and struggling to do that, right? Feeling really good when we set a goal, like we're gonna do this thing, kind of like we do at the beginning of the year. We're like this whole weight loss plan, and I'm gonna conquer the world because it's at the start of those 12 months. But when I think about time, time is really kind of an illusion because we're like, oh, this is the beginning, this is the start of the new year, something's different and it's gonna change, right? But time is really an illusion. It's really circular. We look at it as if we're going down this straight path and we're going to achieve this thing when we get to this place. But the reality is that it's all circular. Time doesn't stop because we reach a goal or because we don't reach a goal. It keeps going, it keeps moving. And as long as we're still here, we still have an opportunity to achieve whatever it is that we desire to achieve.
I already drew in some snap lines. So there's a couple ways we can do this. We can use an edible marker and just draw it in. We could pipe it in, or you can hand paint it. What are you most comfortable with? Edible marker? Piping it in is, I would take some of this buttercream frosting, dye it black, and then put it in the piping bag with a tip and just squeeze it out. That's what we call piping, and get it in the grooves there, the little guide that we started. What do you think? Why? Because it's the easiest? Is that it? No, we're not going to do the easiest. We're going to take some buttercream and we're going to dye it black, but not all of that buttercream because we're only going to use a small portion. Take some buttercream. I'm using Americolor colors here. It's a professional grade food coloring. A smaller amount than you would use for the home style colors you buy in the grocery store. You use just a smaller amount and it works really well. So let's have the small offset spatula here and just start mixing it in. We'll add more if we have to. Let's go ahead and put the coupler in. The coupler will allow us to use the same frosting in this bag in the event that we want to change out our tip. So it comes in two parts. This part goes on the inside and this part is just to secure it to the bag. And using the coupler, I didn't cut off enough of the tip. Just till it starts to come through. Then with our piping tip, place it on and then secure it by screwing it in. fill the piping bag. I'm going to turn the sides down a little bit, just so I can control it a little bit better. I'm just working the frosting down to the bottom so that we can work with it, push it out. Close the top of the bag a little bit so it doesn't seep out all over the place. Just pipe a little bit out just to see how it's coming out.
So, time is money. In order to achieve the things that we want in our lives, we have to have an inner transformation happen. And in order to get there, we have to be self-aware.
So there you have it, this school days cake for Julia's birthday. It's filled with the things that Julia likes. She's a cheerleader, she runs track, and she plays violin. Do you like it, Julia?
I love it. Thank you so much for making it.
Oh, you're welcome. So we're gonna cut the cake, and everyone at the party is gonna enjoy some of this cake. Okay? And thanks for having me over to your home so I could help you out with the cake. All right. Oh, thank you. It's good to be home. Thank you.
Actually, I know Aaron since he was little.
Okay, I guess I can do that.
We love him.
Thank you. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please subscribe to my channel. So I guess that's it. I'm Aaron Glapion for We Dream of Cake.
Bye!